Sorry, YouTube. Okay, that Mega Kangaskhan got 3 energy on it thanks to the turn 2 Turbo Energize, or yes, turn 1 Turbo Energize actually, and fired off a rapid fire combo, punching out that Klefki. First prize of the game taken by our Mega Kangaskhan player. Back to Tatsugiri. Let's see what we have to offer now. Okay, there we go. Finally grabbing the Pidgey. So I when you were struggling with technical difficulties, I noted that our Charizard player got the turn 1 Buddy Buddy Poffin for Charmander Duskull, had the Artisan in hand, and opted not to play it for Pidgey. I was wondering if there's a reason they were like maybe not going to go for Pidgey out in the matchup at all, but now they're going to decide to go for it. So what do you think was the reasoning there? Do you think they were just concerned about giving the Mega Kangaskhan player access to their Monkey Dory?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, as soon as you, this is a question in general when you play, like, Artisan, is it important enough for me to set up, or do I have enough of a setup that I don't need to put it down and let my opponent set up as well?
You know, and it's a tough call to make, but I feel like the Charizard deck is a setup deck here. The Kangaskhan deck is kind of the low commitment, big basics deck.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that the Charizard player would hurt their own setup in favor of a deck that only needs an Arven for a trolley to be fully set up. And oh my goodness, these Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon are getting ready to go. Both of them wearing their Bravery Charms. One of them has double energy on it now, and the other has a Mist energy, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, I'll send you. I'll show you a picture of the cat here in a moment, and she is a very black cat.
The void that's eaten up all of my commentary tonight.
Yeah, now I think I have 3 separate YouTube live streams now. So if you ever need to go back for commentary stuff, you'll have to guess what part of each round's in.
Oh goodness.
I think Twitch keeps it as 1, but YouTube's like, you disappeared for 5 seconds. Your stream's done.
All right, by the way, we are punching an unnecessary double heads to do 300. That poor little Tatsugiri sent that thing to the moon.
Could you imagine a Tatsugiri flying to the moon?
I imagine it right now. Poor baby. Okay, a counter catcher has been found. That's something at least, but off to a rough start for sure. What we could theoretically see is a counter catcher play to knock out the Latias and take a couple prizes, even things up. That wouldn't be terrible, right?
No.
Candy Pidgeot, quick search for the Charizard. The big problem is, now I'm not looking at the lists. I probably should be. What are we going to do about those Ogerpon? Where are our other prizes coming from?
Now this is the fun part. Now looking at it, this Charizard Pidgeot is playing the Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu with Maximum Belt does KO one of them.
One of them. That's the key right there.
You could also don't need the Maximum Belt. You could pop something like a Dusknoir to get there, but still,
that's true, isn't it?
It's still one of them.
So essentially, you want to power up two consecutive like you want to drop a Charizard with Chi-Yu in play. It looks like we're not going to go for that. Nope. Okay, just going to go for a Charizard.
Now here's another play. You see the card in their hand.
Not enough energy.
You see Briar.
Oh, you're right. So
you can take a 4-prize turn on the Kangaskhan.
You gotta soften that thing up and pray it doesn't get pennied, though.
They take 2 more prizes, and they.
Oh, I guess you could just soften up with Dusknoir or Dusclops too. What am I thinking?
There's plenty of ways, but right now with the way their hand's sitting, not as good.
Yeah. Yeah, a Briar play might be the way this game ends up getting resolved for if Charizard wins. But okay, it is officially Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon time. The wall is here. I wonder if our Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon player, I almost called them our Absol player, but where's Absol? I wonder if our Kangaskhan Ogerpon player is just gonna avoid that option by using Penny on that Kangaskhan, just getting it out of there. Because honestly, we're kind of at a point where it would be very, very challenging for the Charizard player to get a Chi-Yu up and running. The Kangaskhan player definitely has the tempo here.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with benching that Pheasantipity.
Oh yeah, that's a risky play. Also, I just saw a picture of your cat, and I'm sorry, but I'm on the cat side in all of this. She's done nothing wrong. She's perfect.
Yeah. She's. I wasn't home when this happened, the thing I sent, but that is the kind of cat she is. And she is a walking Halloween decoration. I'll show chat here after the game. You get.
Just a chaotic creature.
Yeah.
I love her.
She's awesome.
I got a newer cat a few months ago. I don't know if we've been on stream together since I got her, but she's 2 years old, and so just new levels of cat chaos in my life.
I also just sent you a picture of both our cats. The only time they'll ever be together.
Well, I gotta send you a picture of both of mine then. There we go.
Chat, you know why we're talking about cats? Because Mega Absol is a cat. Maybe.
You know what? Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Oh, you got an orange one. Does it only have one brain cell?
She has a perfectly normal number of brain cells. She's very curious and inquisitive, but she's also young and very, very energetic. And by the way, that was a rapid fire combo to knock out a Charizard. That was a 3 heads to take that KO. So okay, here's an opportunity.
Oh, they got the.
Theoretically, we could do the Briar combo this turn. We would need honestly not that much.
You just need
it, right?
Yeah, you have it. You have the Charizard. You need the rod.
Super energy back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be the game.
This is a game. Oh my god.
Okay, well this is exciting. So put those back in. Ultra Ball, just don't discard the Briar and you're golden.
Yeah. There you go. Charizard. Get your energy. You
got a Briar before you Dusclops though. There is sequencing left to be done here.
Yeah, make sure. Well, you don't need to. You town store. You grab the belt. It doesn't matter. Now all you gotta do is play the penny.
Don't need the Briar.
Another penny. The Briar.
The Briar.
Briar.
Here we go.
4 price turn.
Oh, are we? Let us have it. Let us have it. Don't scoop. Let us have it. Boom! 350 damage, and boom! Huge KO. 4 prizes.
Oh,
and all right! What a fantastic swing. Definitely a costly decision to leave that Kangaskhan active instead of walling up behind those Ogerpon. But, you know, we got to see 2 huge flashy plays in a row out of it. Rapid fire combo for 350 damage, followed by a 4 prize swing off a Briar. I mean, that's Pokemon. I don't care what you say. That is Pokemon TCG in its essence.
Coin flips and big numbers. All right, let's join me in the casting desk. And we'll update our standings, and we'll also... I will share my cats, and if you're okay, I can share your cats as well.
Oh, please. I post my cats all the time. Oh, actually...
No, it's fine to say no.
No, not this time.
That's totally fine. All right, so this is...
I'll give you a different picture to post.
This is why the stream crashed twice. Is this the monster right here? And look what she's doing. That's on top of our fireplace. So that monster right there is why the stream crashed twice. She jumped on the power button on my computer.
All right, there's a picture you can share with everybody.
And this is just a picture of both our cats. We have one black cat, and we have 1.5 black cats. She just turned 1 as well.
Oh, tiny baby.
King for show and stream. And then you just sent me one. We'll pop this open. And this is Shiny Espion's kitty cats.
Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen these cats before, especially the gray one. I'm notable for the Daily Gray back in the day.
I remember that. I miss my gray cat, but she was my cat when I was a kid, like first day of first grade. That's how long when we got her. So she's been gone for quite a while, and I miss her every day. She was one of the best cats I ever had. She was like mama cat to everything.
I had a dream last night about one of my childhood cats. Oh, did I hear a meow just now?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what she's doing now.
Her best.
She's trying to figure out how to get past the plates without causing a huge issue. Like, yes, that is your food plates blocking everything.
But she wants to not cause a huge issue? I thought you said she was a cat.
She doesn't want to knock her plates over. She's very, very good about that because there might still be some crumbs on there she needs to lick.
Oh, okay. She needs to inspect them.
Yes.
Okay, look at this. We got Dragapult Dusknoir, and Charizard Pidgeot featuring, you know it, Dusknoir at the top tables.
And then Lucario, not Iron Hands, Hariyama, coming in right now 3-0. And what are they playing against? They are playing against Mega Absolbox.
I have a proposition. I think we should just start calling Hariyama Regular Hands.
Regular Hands? You know what? I am fine with that. I think that's actually...
There we go, Chad. It's canon. Mega Lucario Regular Hands.
It sounds like it sounds like a bad SpongeBob ripoff for Pokemon.
We got Joltik at 3-1 too. You know, I know the deck's been around a while, but if we have an opportunity, I wouldn't be averse to seeing some Joltik action tonight.
Yeah, we'll ask them here next round. We'll see if we can get them. I think didn't we try to earlier where we had
I don't remember. You know, everything got like swept up in the cat chaos, so I don't remember nothing anymore.
Yeah, cats will do that too. Yeah, they were. I want to say it was we tried with Marky Mark, and their opponent never showed up. I don't remember if they could or not. So, worse, I'll ask. We'll see who they're up against. Like if they're up against Pete, that's easy. If they're up against Cash, we'll always ask Cash. I think Carpenter can. I don't remember. If you're in the chat, you can say yes or no. If they play against Matt, we can always say, "Hey, we just want to see this deck." Matt, can you jump back on? Like we got plenty of. My Psyduck, a mirror, and the Psyduck was prize. Oh, so that's what the Psyduck's for, the mirror. Actually, you know, that might not actually be a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, it likely is. It's just it's an interesting dynamic. It's like, okay, I'm gonna pop my Dusknoir and then lock yours.
Right. So it's just like timing.
Yeah, it makes a degree of kind of like trickiness though, because like sometimes you can't time it right, or sometimes you open the Psyduck at an opportune time. So it's like they definitely decided that options were better, were more powerful for them than that little extra consistency. And you know, I mean, it's a legitimate choice.
Yeah. Sometimes you feel like a duck, sometimes you don't. Which I'm aging myself again, if anyone remembers the Almond Joy Mounds commercials.
I remember, don't worry. I'll be older along with you.
I swear I heard Mrs. Doom cringe from our bedroom. Which, when Seattle Regionals was announced, I did Simpsons meme with my friends. I took the meme where it's Milhouse's dad. I sleep in a race car bed. What do you sleep in? In a bed with my wife. I just changed it to hotel bed. I'm like, hey, Seattle Regionals is a thing. I'd have to go digging for it. I don't even want to do that right now. We do have Chien-Pao at 3-1. Okay, anything else surprising? A 2-1 bird control drop. What?
Yeah, we have a few 2-1 drops. I guess people just kind of got tired.
Well, sometimes people come in with just purely someone here trying to do stuff. Purely the thought process to come in, play 3 games, drop. You go 3-0, cool. You go 2-1, cool. You got 3 very, I won't say very competitive, but higher competitive games than you would get on ladder. Like sometimes you get the people on ladder who are just dicking around.
Just trying to get in some good Pokemon before bed.
Right. So you get some of it in. Like I've done that. I've gone into tournaments before. I play like 2-3 rounds. I know I'm playing 2-3 rounds. I'm playing against someone who's has a higher chance of being as focused into the game as I am, versus someone who's like, oh, I'm losing. I'm just going to concede already. And even though they might have had outs, it's like, you know what? I don't care. Or you run into, one of my favorite things about running into on ladder is when you get the person who's playing Dark Donk, and if you put down 2 Pokemon, they just scoop.
That's true. That's definitely a thing. Well, I mean, you know, there was the famous post about 6 months ago, like, yeah, this is the strat. Just play this poison donk deck. If your opponent starts 2 basics, just scoop, move on. It's faster to grind ladder that way.
Exactly, and that's what they're trying to do. Even at Arceus level, they're still trying to do that.
Like, you know, more power to them, I guess.
They're usually stuck around 1500 because they, yeah, you don't hit it as much.
I'm just saying, if I'm an Arceus and my opponents want to give me free wins, okay, I'll take them.
Yeah. And we are just waiting on one match, and that match is Chien-Pao versus Gardevoir.
All right, chat. Let's all go stand around their table and stare.
I love doing that in locals when it is, and we have a few. I don't know if they still play anymore. But some older locals who would sit there and just take forever.
Yeah, I'm a killjoy. If people start crowding around my table, I usually ask people to leave.
That is 100%.
No, please. You're messing with my vibe. Let's give me some space pit here.
You know what? That is 100% what something you should be able to ask. I'm glad at least with like regionals, like they clear people out of the aisleways as quick as they are.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be real. I haven't played a regional in a minute.
Same. Vegas will be mine, and I have no idea how what I'm going to do. Like I'm treating it like a half vacation. Like I'm going to do stuff on Friday, play on Saturday. If I make day 2, great. If I don't, I'm going to go see like a show or something.
Try to eat something good while you're there. A lot of good food in Vegas.
Yes, and then on top of it, we don't leave until like 9 o'clock that next night on Sunday, so we can go do something. Like we don't have to play if we're not playing day 2. We can see some people, whatever, and then go do something. There's like a whole bunch of Sunday shows.
I went to Vegas twice in 22 for work, and I once in the summer, once in the winter. Winter was a lot better than summer, let me tell you.
Yeah, I can assume that.
But the one thing I wasn't a big fan of the city, but the one thing I liked, there was a lot of really good food there.
There's been one burger place keeps coming up that everyone tells me I need to go to, and I'm trying to remember what it is because I gotta look it up again. Either like it's right off outside this, it's a little off strip over by the that huge covered street they have now, whatever it's called, and you just go there, and it's supposed to be like $10 for a burger and fries together. Like it's $10 all together. and it's supposed to be one.
That's a steal these days.
I know. That's why they keep like saying go there. So I'm like, ooh, that sounds pretty good. You know what also sounds pretty good? Round 5, because round 5 is up.
Oh, that sounds very, very good. Can we get that jolting action going on?
Let's find out who they're playing against. They are up against Matthew Pritchard and Chin Pao.
Oh my goodness, so much Excalibur.
Let me find out.
Oh, and also, Mega Lucario regular hands is 4-0.
Ooh.
We also got a 4-0 Gardevoir, so we have some good options here. Although I don't think anyone in chat wants to see Gardevoir versus Dragon Ball Dusknoir on stream tonight.
I mean, it is trying to find something new. It is always trying to find something new and different. Like, because I don't even talk about it. Like, sometimes you just run to the finals, you're just going to run into Gardevoir. And I try to hold off Gardevoir for as many rounds as I can.
See, when I'm doing my streams, the one benefit I have with my streams is they're on TCG1, so you can watch any match you want at any time. They're all available to spectate. So that's great for stream. It means I can showcase like a lot of stuff. And sometimes I have to make like guessing games. Like, okay, this player's 3-0. They make top cut a lot of the time. So maybe I'll just bank on them winning at least one of their next rounds, locking top cut, and showing them off then. Because if I show them off now, they might be on stream a lot today.
I have players like that as well. Like Jam 0824. Or yeah, 0824, I think it is. Jam. I usually just call him Jam. The guy makes top cut like every time.
Are we shouting out our successful players? Because I could definitely shout out some retro superstars.
Oh, we used to have the 4 Horsemen of Doom. Or actually, sorry, not horsemen. I changed it to horse people.
horse folks.
Yeah. Because I called them the Horsemen of Doom, and then one of them was a female player. I'm like, oh, horse people. Horse people makes more sense.
The four Shadow Riders of Doom.
Yeah, and then after I did that, it was like Jam, it was like Lily Sims, it was a Huntymon, and someone else, but they were all people who, like, week in and week out made cut or won. They had like the most wins, they had everything. I'm like, they all streamed, were able to stream, so I didn't stream them until later in the rounds because I knew they were being cut.
So I'm thinking, who are my 4 Shadow Riders? We got James G, who also hosts one of the tournaments I stream. Tfue, probably Canton, Magic Hand, and the 4th one's tough. There's so many good players.
Right. Table 7.
Table 7 it is.
Go. And once they get the game going, we will pop it up on this side. But yeah, it's trying to figure out, like, I can kind of go through the Doom point and the Doom Championship Series points, which I haven't talked about much lately because it's been going. It's like, much more can I say? The Champion Series is going. I need to actually promote it. Because it reminds me I should update the rankings.
Oh, we got the this is the Joltik Excalibur matchup,
yes,
right?
This is the one we got.
Oh, nice. Very, very exciting.
Which also, once they announce when the next set comes out, we'll have the next not Phantasmal Flames, the one after it. We'll have the next Doom Regional up. But that will be, they probably won't announce that until around Vegas, right? That's when when we get a new set is when we hear the next set.
I believe so. Sounds about right.
Yeah, like I would like to run a regional during Phantasmal Flames, but Mrs. Doom's also like, the weekend you run that, it's her birthday. I'm like, ugh. And she's also here in Vegas the week before for like 3.5 days, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I guess I won't run it. She's like, I'm not giving up my weekend for you for that. We'll wait.
I think she has a right to say that. As much as it might make me sad as a person who wants to watch a lot of Pokemon. But okay, we are about to kick off our round number five, and we have this is a Baxcalibur Pidgeot deck. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like
so we have Zax up top with good old Joltik, and it's just like pretty conventional Joltik.
Joltik.
Okay, they are not taking any chances. And on the bottom we have who's this player? What's their name?
Matthew Pritchard.
Matthew Pritchard with Baxcalibur Pidgeot.
Pritchford, so, I think it's a Pritchard.
Pritchford?
Yeah, it's Pritchford. So Pritchford.
Matthew.
We'll just call him Matthew. Easier.
Matthew versus Zax. So, how much of a Joltik enjoyer are you? Are you well versed in the ways of the Joltik charge?
I am not. I do know.
I'm not either.
I do know how to play it, so it's not like I'm not versed in it. Like, you want a jolting charge as soon as you can.
I gotta get my friend Anna in here. She's a Joltik enthusiast. She'd know what to do in this matchup. So so you definitely want a jolting charge, but there are some times, right, where you opt for a like a turn one Crispin play and try to get off a quick attack that way. This time, a little unfortunate. Joltik forced to go first and just kind of get set up and not able to do a whole lot else. Can't play a Crispin or do a Joltik charge in turn one, so they kind of have to do a little bit of a slower game plan.
Okay, this is a bug that's come up a few times tonight. It's like the only bug that's come up tonight.
Joltik?
No, not Joltik. With Joltik is a bug, but it's ending turns after you make an action. So like they would bench the Frigibax and then their turn would end.
That's not good.
No.
You know, what if they invented a TCG one that just worked consistently?
So
is the pink card glitch still going on? I heard that was a thing even semi recently.
That is another one that is coming up. Pete, if you're in chat, I'm in your game. We're trying to get the game reset. That is one of those bugs where if I've heard it, if you come to me and you say it's happened, sure. But if you have like a bug that you keep coming to, like I disconnected like every game, I write that stuff down, and then at some point I'm not going to stop believing. But if you come up with like the pink energy card bug, like happens like in round 6 or something, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. But yeah.
Okay, so
maybe someday we'll have it as good as TCG1, maybe.
TCG1 is undefeated. You know, I'll say they don't have the flashy animations. It's very boilerplate stuff, but it does work pretty smoothly with a couple of wrinkles. There are a couple bugs in there now and again, but it works pretty well. And also, you can spectate any match you want, and that's pretty cool. Oh goodness! I just realized we don't have a great hand here. The one saving grace is that we're going to be able to evolution to get a Pidgeot to play, but
if they have
that, it has no action.
If they have one boss's orders or prime catcher, that Pidgeot EX is gone.
Oh yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real ugly. And no, we prize the Arctivax, so no evolution for an Arctivax. Okay, moment of truth here. Do we have a Gusting card?
Yeah, and this deck plays.
I think I actually saw. I think I saw Arvin grab Prime Catcher last turn, but I'm not 100% sure. I just feel like I remember seeing a spec on screen when we were talking about the pink card glitch. It was like, oh look, a pink card.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Arvin grabbed it prematurely. Oh, that's just cruel. Grabbing that Genesect to lock the opponent's ace specs. Yep, there it
There's
is.
the Prime Catcher. Easy 2-price turn here.
Yep. The uncommon arm press knockout. Of course, it would be very unfortunate if they didn't amp you very much. But no, they know the rule. They arm press, down goes the Pidgeot. And hey, it's not very common for an Iron Hands EX to take 2 prizes without saying amp you very much. But here we are, down goes the Pidgeot. Tough break for Matthew. But okay, moment of truth. Does deck give him any action?
Nope.
Very unfortunate.
I would call it.
Had they not prized the Arctibax, this would have been an opportunity for them. But unfortunately, their only play is to Surfing Beach, switch into the other Frigibacks, and collect for 1. All right, collect. Get us something.
Oh my god. This is just handing them everything bad.
Now, it's still one less bad top deck that gets to see another card next turn, so there's a chance, but our Jolted player sure is going to definitely say amp you very much again and take 2 more prize cards.
I'm so sorry for this Chien-Pao player. But that's how it be.
Yeah, this is a very unfortunate game. I was hoping to see some back and forth action. Instead, we are just seeing Iron Hands running rampant. All right, so this is just it. You got it's make or break right now. You need a top deck or you lose.
You lose.
All right.
Here, just jump with me to table 5.
Yeah.
We'll get Pete and Cash on. This was the game where they were having the issue, but why did I just press the button?
Okay, this is actually a fun one. We see Pete versus Cash. So I've wanted to see Cash all night. So there's some cool Grimmsnarl Frostlass action versus Dragapult Dusknoir. Neither player has taken a prize card yet, and we see that fun Dusknoir in play along with a Psyduck.
Now this is the game where we had the bug where Cash played a card and it ended his turn, but then he also said, "I kind of want to see how this plays out." Like it didn't sound like it was like absolutely horrible, but still something happened. And my policy is if a bug affect, I don't want bugs to decide games.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Do as much as I can to make sure bugs don't decide games. And I offered reset. Pete wasn't watching it. He was probably into the game. Not everybody watches their chat like a hawk. And so I'm like, and Cash said, let's just keep playing. See how it is. I'm like, I mean, he doesn't look like he's in a bad spot right now at all.
Yeah, I mean, two Frostlass in play, plus at least one Munkidori with an energy.
Wait, it should be pinging that Dusknoir. Oh, it has it has no ability because of the Psyduck.
Oh,
is that how it reads? That doesn't seem right.
It does, right? Let's find out right now. Psyduck says, and I quote, Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's, lose any ability that requires the Pokemon using it to knock itself out. That Dusknoir does indeed have no ability. Good looking out on your part. That was a good catch.
That is definitely something I have learned to go back and double check, make sure cards are reading correctly like that.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that back in the day with Gargotox and Garbodor. It didn't just turn off abilities; the abilities disappeared. And so effects that cared about abilities in play were impacted by the presence of Garbotoxin. So, all right, we have a triple Dracloak. That's pretty good. But I will say this. That double Frostlass is very, very scary. And if you don't answer, if you're Pete and you don't answer that Munkidori this turn, those Munkidori are going to run rampant so quickly. Monkey Dory love 2 Frost Blasts in play. The good news is there's a Dragapult, so we could definitely see a well, no, we're not going to see a knockout in the Monkey Dory. Oh, we are going to see a knockout because if we Jet Headbutt a Monkey Dory, the Frost Blast will finish off between turns. Or we'll draw Luminous Energy and get the Phantom Dive. That's good too. But yeah, I mean, I think if you're not gonna be able to control the Frost Blast, controlling the Monkey Dory at least is crucial because there's only one Monkey Dory with an energy. Cash can only get 1 energy on a monkey per turn, so it does matter.
Could you imagine just how much, I wouldn't say broken, how much more popular Grimmsnarl would be if the Grimmsnarl could accelerate to the monkeys?
Oh goodness, I can hardly even imagine that world. I mean, that's what the energy switch is in the deck if they choose to run it. That's why Mike Ellis, who made top 16 in Frankfurt with Grimmsnarl, ran that tech energy switch. You Arvin for it, and you get 1 extra monkey use. It's a pretty good card in Grimmsnarl. You know what? I'm a little bit biased here, but you know what I think the one thing Grimmsnarl needs more than anything that'll really take that deck over the top? Full art.
A full art, please. I mean, I think every time. I think at this point, every time you're on, you bring it up, and like I've gotten to the point that it's just is in my brain now. I see it, and I go, "Where's the full art?"
It gets under my skin so much. Snorunt, Frostlass, Monkey Dory all have gorgeous full arts, but poor Grimmsnarl stuck in regular art purgatory.
And you knew they knew that it was going to be a deck, and like they go out of the way to make sure like full arts are playable cards too. Well, not every full art, but or illustrator rare, however you want to put it, but enough.
There's I'll say I'm not giving up hope that a full art might might happen at some point. I know we're out of the partner Pokemon world and into the Mega world, but we have seen times where Pokemon got full art prints well after their era.
Even right before they rotate. Like what was it? Zacian V, I think, got the full art with a hop like right before it rotated.
The Galarian Gallery stuff gave a bunch of full arts to Pokemon in their last months of life, and
I want to say also when the Rangaroos got one too.
But also, if you remember, there was I don't remember the name of the product, but there was like it was like a super premium deluxe kit from the late X and Y era that came with a bunch of full arts.
Oh yes, yeah.
Full arts before.
Yeah, like
full art Aegislash EX and Mega Manectric EX and the full art Hex Maniac and full art Shauna, the other full art N.
I think
those cards.
I think Karen was part of that because
Karen and Team Flare Grunt and
because I bought a full art Karen at the time. It was like $2.50.
I think our Dragapult player has misplaced damage counters. They put damage counters on the Monkey Dory that did not need to be put on there because the Frostlass is gonna add extra damage on the bench. So, okay, here's the question though, because I don't want to assume it was a misplay. Do you think they were trying to deliberately minimize the number of damage counters on the board? Probably not, because there's still plenty for a Monkey Dory to play with.
Yeah, I don't think they can work. So at this point, you just keep going. You just keep adding on the ones.
Yeah, so that might have been an oversight there, but nevertheless, our Dragapult player takes another prize card, and they are very effectively controlling the amount of Monkey Dory that Cash has access to, and that's definitely a smart play. The spread is much less effective if there's not a bunch of Monkey Dory just really putting on the pressure. Now, we are for sure going to see a Dragapult go down, and Cash has an easy prize to take on that Budew anytime, but the last prize card that they need is going to be tough to get, unless we set up a Devo play. Hold up. What is under that Dragapult? We know it's a Dracloak. What's under that Dusknoir? Probably a Dusclops.
We'll assume the Dusclops.
But this is Pete, who we know is running 4 rare candy, so it's not a certainty.
Well, we'll see what happens here. I don't know if I fully agree with like the Devo play. If there's oh, you know what it is? If there's a baby there, they get pinged. Ping, ping, ping. There goes all that. It's not
there goes both the attackers. It's a board control play. Now Pete has no attackers left to work with. So the Dracloak's going to go down. The Fez is going to pick up some damage. And at this point, I mean, if you're Pete, what do? You Blood Moon Ursaluna plus energy?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't remember Pete's. Oh, I have it right here. Pete is not running a Monkey Dory of their own, so they can't drop a surprise extra 3 damage counters on the Grimmsnarl. They could potentially do something where they Dusclops the Grimmsnarl.
You can't Dusclops.
Why not?
Because then it puts them down to 1 prize and they just Monkey Dory damage onto you.
Well, I was going to say, you maybe Dusclops the Grimmsnarl, you bench Blood Moon Ursaluna with an energy, and you gust the monkey, you countercast the Monkey Dory, you INL, and hopefully they just can't find another Monkey Dory, but they instead go for the Lily. And so yeah, you say you can't Dusclops, but I think maybe a play like that's like risky but puts the opponent on a clock might have been the way out in this situation. I don't think you have time to rebuild a Dragapult. You're not gonna Phantom Dive again this game.
I don't think you will either. If anything, now you're afraid of boss's orders for game.
Yeah, at this point, I think the play would have been something like that. Countercatcher the Monkey Dory, Dusclops the Grimmsnarl, INO, and Blood Moon the monkey, and hope for the best. But instead, we're gonna just see an Itchy Pollen, and I mean, it will take so little to close out this game now.
It's going to be 1 short on getting that Grimmsnarl, too.
Alright, so... yeah, actually, that's the game right there.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Sucks, but it is what it is. Like, if they could have...
I mean, we saw... Cash really navigated that game well, though.
Yeah, and like...
They were playing for just this overwhelming board, and they got it. They set up that Devo line perfectly. They got the big Devo, and then Pete was just left like scrambling.
Yeah.
So I mean, Cash played that masterfully. I have to say, like, really just took advantage of the pressure that the Frostlass put down. Did as much monkey stuff as they could. Thought several turns in advance, and just set up that dominant big swing turn that took all tempo of the game into their favor.
All right, let's go ahead and meet back at the casting desk. Now, share, and we are waiting on 2 games, including who will be the other 5-0.
Are we gonna watch that 5-0 match if we can?
If we can, it always takes priority in round 6. It'll just like a finals would. And if I can't, we just move down to like the next big match. So right now, the one we are waiting on is I'm the Real Story versus Sleepy Cat, which is...
so that is Dragapult, Dusknoir, and Mega Lucario regular hands, right?
Yeah, coming right into a Gardevoir trap.
Uh-oh.
Indeed, man. Thank you for the follow. And chat, I'll show you this. I sent this Espeon, but this is where the cat's hanging out, waiting. My tower is right underneath this desk, over here by all my bulk. This is all bulk.
Oh, look at that! Look at that death safe, Hal. I see you.
Yeah. Oh, the new that I just built it. I am still haven't decaled or painted it yet. I'm working on it.
Now look at that baby's face though, real quick. If you zoom in on her face,
look at that.
Those eyes are gleaming with chaos.
She's waiting. Hey, why don't you go ahead and move that? And I'm serious.
She's perfect. She's perfect, actually. I would lay down my life for her.
She just turned 1 too. I forgot them. Her vet sent her a birthday card today, and we got a good estimate of her birthday because the shelter that picked her up at she was part of. They were able to like see how long she was alive, like the people who like tracked her and everything when she was a stray, and she took to us so fast. Like, if she was a stray and hated people, I did not see that because she was like making biscuits the first night and like purring, like so set.
That is beautiful.
We had put down our dog Zeus, was a big black dog, beautiful dog. He was old. And just on a whim, I was looking up cats and we found it was a trio of sisters. It's all black. And she was the one that reacted best to us. And it looks like we've got it, and it will be Mega Lucario normal hands going up against Gardevoir.
And that's actually Gardevoir with a Mega Gardevoir on the list.
Yes, which is I'm seeing a little bit more recently. I don't know if it just feels better with Mega Symphonia or what.
It'll be really interesting to see if we get to watch that match and how big that card comes up.
Yes. Because otherwise we'll like reach out to like Cash has a possibility. Someone if he's up for it, or Duskull, like depending, like we'll see what the matchups are.
We will, no matter what, get some good Pokemon action. But the big takeaway here is, despite the hype, the Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Absol, Menace has largely been subdued. We have one at 4-1, but the early surge of them all top tables kind of died down. Yeah,
let's like look over the metagame over. Like it 48% win rate. It just fell.
It was 10-5 earlier, but it just couldn't keep up the tempo.
Oh, why is it 5-1? Oh, because one person went 0-1 drop. Otherwise, your deck with like a higher meta share, Dragapult Dusknoir seems to be doing pretty well. The Ninja pulled in a 5-2. They're at 4-1, so like there's a Greninja still out there doing pretty well. What deck did the worst? Dragapult Zoroark 0-2 drop. Hate to see it. Gardevoir Jellicent, sadly 2-3, but there's just one of them. That's the worst thing about challenges, is like you can't get like a fair enough of the meta here because we're using such a small sample size. Which, even then, funny enough, this challenge is still bigger than a lot of League Cups, in-person League Cups.
64, that's like, I mean, that sounds like a Florida Cup, you know?
And then
we get some big cups in Central Florida, let me tell you.
We've gotten some big cups in Seattle. With the biggest one I've attended was about 81 people.
We had I think it was last year, we had a 95-person cup.
Jeez, yeah. When they blow up, if they have the space, they blow up. We have shops around here where they obviously come in with like a cap limit early. Like we can fit 24 players. That is it. Whereas we have other shops like Mox up here has like a huge game room. And there might be a Magic tournament running at the same time, but Magic tournaments have like died. And so like the whole room is like just full of Pokemon players.
Yeah, Magic really has taken a big hit in the last couple of years, and I mean we all know what's happened with Pokemon. It is exploded so much.
I was just looking up some of the alternate art promos from that one set. And I was just looking at my ball. You know that Dedenne GX that came with the trainer's kit? One of the squished up against the glass?
Oh god, don't even want to hear it. Was it like $50 now?
$22.50 for a lightly played holofoil. 1 year ago exactly, it was a $2 card.
No, I mean the price spikes are real, and they are like, I mean I can't say I'm thrilled with them. Even if like I keep all of my retro deck lists saved in folders on limit lists, and I have deck lists from 2023, 2022, all that, 2024. And I've just been looking through this list, and you know how limitless deck lists have like a price estimate for that deck?
Yeah.
I've watched my decks like quadruple in price because all the Altarts I have in there, all the Altar Pokemon have just exploded. And it's like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. What do you mean this Altar Dragonite V is a $500 card now?
Right?
It's just, I mean, I don't love it. I really don't. I mean, I own a lot of these cards, but I would still much rather everything surrounding this game be cheaper. I mean, I know that like low rarity stuff is cheap as it's ever been, but the collector side of things is, I have some misgivings, I'll say.
Like I'm looking at Latios Latios. It's the one I always keep an eye on.
Oh god, I don't want to hear it. I can't handle that evil. Don't talk about the Altar Mega Evolutions. I don't have the strength for that.
The lowest you can find at near mint on sale on TCG Player right now is $2,400 with $1.22 shipping.
Well, I mean, at least they're getting paid for shipping, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you're doing $20.99 shipping for a card that much,
I can't even wrap my head around that. I don't like it at all.
Why am I sad, Teo? Last night's Mariners game. The Etsy Witch finally failed. In all honesty, I'll talk about. I tried not to talk about it tonight because like it kept coming up all day. When I woke up this morning, I almost canceled the tournament in the stream. That's how bad down I was feeling.
Oh no!
I went into the office. The office was like 100% like, oh, if you guys don't come in today, we understand why. Because like, to be honest, my company T-Mobile was banking on Mariners making it because our name's on the stadium. So like everyone goes, hey, T-Mobile Park, T-Mobile Park, T-Mobile Park, T-Mobile. It's free advertising. It's like what, like they sponsor the Chiefs, and the Chiefs have been good for what, 6 years now in a row. So a lot of that. So, but even then, it was just investment because the team's never been to the World Series. The only team in the whole thing. It's like watching your favorite rogue deck make the finals or almost make the finals. And you're like, oh my god, is this the time a rogue deck does it? And it doesn't. And that's kind of how it felt. And I've gotten better as the days went on. Like, there's so many Mariners memes out there. Like, one was like a Simpsons meme where Milhouse shows Bart where he goes to cry, and they just put Mariners hats on him. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. So that's why. And I've been a fan for my whole life, and maybe next year it happens, maybe it doesn't. Someone put it, we're so used to failure. You just kind of shrug it off. This one just hurt because you're like 6 out away. You're like, oh my god, it was so close. Whereas in like the Seahawks, like even if you just make it like to a sporting championship or anything else like that, like I was watching someone talk about it. They pointed out, that's good. That makes you feel good for like a decade. Like they'll keep going back to it for like a decade. Yeah, we made the Super Bowl a decade ago. Yeah, that still seems fine, right? Like, yeah, it's still like within recent memory, but they don't even have that. So it's like, what do you do? Like Colorado Rockies, worst team in the league. They still come back. Oh yeah, we made the World Series back like in 2009. And like, yeah, we did. And it's like, I just kicked my cat.
Oh,
She there's a pillow underneath, and I didn't mean to. And we might actually have a tie.
interesting.
Oh, the last match was I didn't realize what was going on, was a 2-2-1. So no, it does not affect us, affect the rest. So yeah, that's why. And like, I just wanted to see it finally happen. The thing is, we were guaranteed three teams going into the possibility of the World Series. One of them was going to break a 30+ year streak of not making the World Series. And it ended up being Toronto. So Toronto hadn't made the World Series like in 32 years. The Milwaukee Brewers is like almost 40, and the Mariners are almost 50. So,
Well, I can't say I'm super invested in baseball, but I am invested in Canada. And as a Canadian, I definitely don't mind seeing Toronto having a good night.
right now, the entire city of Seattle is saying F Canada, go Dodgers, and that makes me feel icky because the Dodgers are the worst thing in the world. It's more of the personal thing. All right, last round is up. Let's go ahead and get this going. And player able to stream Discord. My Discord. All right, we'll find out if we can get this Mega Lucario versus Gardevoir. If not, I will still find a backup match if we can. And I just closed out my admin box when I didn't want to do that. Let's change dashboard. Duskull versus Puppet Master. That might be one. I think Duskull's done it before. That would be number 3 versus number 4, which would be Dragapult Dusknoir versus Mega Absol Box. So
that's what we got. That's what we got going on. Or is it the backup?
That's the backup. Felipe says they are not able to potato laptop. That makes sense. That's totally fine. I'm not. If you can't, you can't. If you can, you can. Still looking in case we have any others. Actually, I might just ping every matchup I can.
Might as well.
Cash says he's streaming, so at worst we can get cash on. Not saying at
Cash playing against.
He's up against Greninja, so actually that might be a fun one to watch.
That wouldn't be terrible.
I'm waiting on the other 2 matches to see what happened. And I'm not saying like going to cash is a horrible thing. Like, oh god, we have to go to cash. It's just that
we just saw Cash last round.
Yeah, he's a reliable streamer, and that's why we bring him on. And he's a good player. He's just a reliable streamer. He's a good player. He makes cut a lot. My favorite story still is when Worlds was going on in Japan, and he was sitting there reporting Worlds results as we were playing a tournament, and he won the tournament playing Miraidon like mindlessly. And this wasn't a small tournament either for us. We had quite a few players.
I mean, Cash has just been around for a long, long time. This is an established veteran in the TCG scene.
All right. Got deck list error. So let me go ahead and set this up real quick. And then I'll have that up. So we'll jump to table 7. Who has a deck list error this late in the tournament?
Okay, so we are officially kicking off round number 6. Cash versus, I don't remember what the opponent's name is. I have to look that up.
It's like
it is a match.
Weiseritz?
It is a match of Marnie's Grimmsnarl Frostlass versus Greninja EX.
Right. Game is up. That one's on the right round. And I'm going to go handle this deck list error.
Okay, you want me to just hold it down?
Yeah.
Hold it down, I shall then. All right, so we have the Greninja player kicking us off with a good buddy Poffin to get established. So, looking at the list, this is Greninja EX from Twilight Masquerade with Pidgeot and Dusknoir. So, basically, I mean, I don't know, I guess basically the Charizard Pidgeot idea, but instead of Charizard, it's a Greninja. Why not? Good enough to go 4-1, and that's nothing to sneeze at. So, resolving our first buddy Poffin, grabbing a Froakie and a Pidgey, a little bit of everything to start things off. And we'll see what else they have in their hand. Meanwhile, okay, an Ultra Ball as well, pitching a Klefki and a Duskull. Now I'm looking, they have a couple of Night Stretchers, Dusknoir, misspoke. We have a couple of Night Stretchers in the list, so we're kind of maybe tucking that Dusknoir away for Night Stretcher use later. And a backup Froakie as well. Now, over to Cash, and their start's fine. They have the Arven, so they can help get set up. What they don't have is an energy. So we can't have a nice TM Evo play this turn. But Arven could probably grab us, if it's available, grab us a Secret Box and do Secret Box things. And we'll just kind of take it from there. So let's take a peek at the list out. There's a Secret Box, I see it. Is Cash going to go for it?
It might.
Checking what's in the list.
Like you said, there's no energy to Evo here, and plus you're seeing 2 Frostlass in hand.
Oh, that's rough, yeah.
And there's
well, 2 Frostlass in hand is less rough when there's a 3/3 line. Cash is running a thicker line than normal, so still actually has access to another Frostlass in deck. Not that it matters because we don't have the energy to Evo in the first place. So Cash is in the tank here. Not going to grab the Secret Box. Save that for later. Grab a Poffin and save the TM Evo for next turn. So, I mean, this is not a terrible start. It's not the big explosive start that you want to see where you Evo into like a Morgrem and a Frostlass or something, but it's not bad. It's respectable. So, how much do you know about the Greninja EX deck? Or maybe I am just continuing to solo this. I can do that.
Yeah,
I'll
sorry.
answer my own question.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I had it set, and now it's come back. It's one of those things where if you have the wrong deck, you bring the wrong deck, your opponent gets to choose first or second, and it's how we can penalize because we can't do prizes.
Makes sense. So, are you back, or are you still working on it?
Still working on it. The person didn't even read it.
Okay.
I'm like, come on,
well,
please don't.
I'll just keep on commentating. So a big factor in this matchup here is the Greninja has the Mist Barrage attack that does damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and the fact that Cash started that Shaman is going to be crucial to offset that attack. And it's definitely a thing that the deck wants to do. The deck is running triple ignition energy to try to make those big swings happen. So with the Shaman, the Greninja player is going to have to kind of figure out other lines. Now we got that turn 2 Pidgeot, always really, really strong. Great way to keep the deck flowing. Got a Quick Search off. We don't get to see what they saw, of course, because Quick Search doesn't have to reveal the card to grab. But decent chance it was the Frogadier they just evolved into. And a pass on back to Cash. Cash did find that basic darkness energy, so they could actually get off a TM Evo turn this turn if that's still what they want to do. Well, they don't have the TM Evo anymore, but they find it again.
Yeah, do you want to do the Evo turn? I should be back. Should be, unless something blows up. Oh, looks like it's fine.
We're not fine. We have the Arven. But no, we're instead looking like we're going to prioritize attracting customers, trying to find something useful here. And no supporter found. The customers are not attracted. They don't want any of that sushi.
I kind of want some sushi now.
It is 2:30 in the morning for me. I have rarely wanted sushi at 2:30 in the morning, but me too. Okay, and just looking like Cash is going to say that's good enough for me and pass turn. So back on over now to our Greninja player.
So this I find it interesting is Cash did not opt to try to get double Frostlass out. They are probably trying, what I'm seeing now is keeping that Shaman alive to prevent that Greninja from attacking their bench.
Yeah, definitely. The Shaman's can be huge in the matchup, and the last thing you want to do is like feed it to your opponent with your own Frostlass. But also, it's worth noting, this deck is not like that ability heavy. Like the whole Greninja line is bereft of abilities, so it's not like you have as much mileage out of Frostlass. Arguably, the best thing Frostlass does is put damage counters on your own Pokemon for Monkey Dory purposes. But now, while I was talking, something big happened. We got a Rare Candy Dusknoir and then a big Cursed Blast taking out the lone Marnie's Morcrum at play. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Oh, and then a Jamming Tower as well, make things even harder for Cash to reestablish. So I wonder if this might price, Cash is about to eat a Shinobi Blade to the face too. That Tatsugiri's not long for this world.
And they're getting more. Ooh, this is where their Cash's start and prizing, because I did see he prized one of the Marnie's Impidimps, or two. I don't remember if he placed two, but the fact that they were prized did not benefit him in any way.
Yeah. So, but Cash is a good player. They're a methodical player, and they I've seen them dig themselves out of all sorts of holes. So let's see if they can find a way to keep this game going. I wonder if this is going to be the secret box turn. It definitely is. Cash is just slamming it. So I wonder if maybe they're going to be grabbing secret box to get a counter stadium, get some. What can see? Maybe secret box for stadium plus Poffin plus Tool plus I don't even know what supporter, Ino maybe, and try to do an Evo this turn. I don't know. I mean, no matter what, you're going to be sacrificing a third prize this turn. Okay, pitching the TM Evo, but that's not signing anything. They could just be grabbing the other one out of the deck here with the secret box. All right, there's a Lily. That's a start. They're pondering their Tool. I don't think that Devo on the Greninja is going to be a lot of impact because there's Evolved through Frogadier. Could Devo the Pidgeot, but you probably want to spread some damage before you're doing a Devo. Okay, we are actually going for the Devo instead of the Evo. So they're thinking about it. They're like, oh, okay, that Pidgey came through. That Pidgeot came through a Pidgey, so it could evolve it.
It would slow him down just slightly.
Okay, I think I prefer the Evo turn. You're not going to slow down the Greninja, and that's already like kicking your doors down. All right, Super Rod going to refuel on the Impidimp line. Get that Tatsugiri in there as well. That's interesting because I don't think you're going to be doing any more attract customers. I feel like maybe the Monkey Dory is going to be more useful this game. But Cash is here at 4-1 playing. I'm just here talking.
That's sometimes what I have to remind myself is I'm literally here just talking.
Oh, you're right. I think you're right. I think 2 Impidimp are prized because Cash put back 1 Impidimp and is playing Poffin and only has access to 1. So I think 100% double Impidimp prize this game.
Yes. I remember that is at least one thing I caught in between the judge call, which thankfully tonight has been very low on judge calls. Unlike
good looking out for sure.
Unlike last week, we had in round 1 alone 12 wrong decks selected.
12.
12.
Oh no.
They were just like, how many times can I select the wrong deck? And it got to the point I told everyone on Discord to do it. But we're
gonna attract customers and then probably Evo with the Tatsugiri. Evolve the Impidimp and the Snorunt. Okay, I said you weren't going to attract customers anymore, but I didn't take into account just throwing that thing active this turn to be the Evo Pokemon. I like that well enough. And okay, we're going to have the Frostlass officially in motion, get some damage counters down, but I mean, you know what I think is going to happen? I think you see it too. Quick search boss's orders?
Yeah.
Oh, but there's only one boss's orders in the deck.
Oh, and the Grand Tree.
Grand Tree.
I don't even think he's going to boss his orders. I think he's going to bring up the Duskull here. Blow up the Shaman.
We might see Duskull go right to Dusknoir, and yeah, we're gonna see a Mirage Barrage. Uh-oh. And I don't think Cash can come out of that one. That's real rough.
Zwoobat in Twitch chat asks, what's considered a strong rank in this game? About 1800 is where I would say most of the time is where you want to be. You would consider a strong rank.
All right. There it is. Cursed Blast taking out that Shaman, and with it, Cash's bench protection. 3 Lilies Determination in hand. I hope Cash has the determination to go with it because they are going to need it after this big Greninja attack. And here we go. Mirage Barrage. Uh-oh. Boom. 120 on both of Cash's bench Pokemon. And Cash is going for the concession. Yeah, they understand. They know what's going on.
That pricing.
Brutal break for that. That pricing just coupled with, I mean, this Greninja deck has been flowing. We got off our first Cursed Blast without the help of Grand Tree.
Then they just kept going. Like, it's just what it does.
Now, do we have time to catch a little bit of another game?
Let's see if Pete just dropped, and we are down to 4 games left. Which
table 6?
Yeah, table 6 TCG Demon. They dropped earlier. I don't know why they haven't disconnected.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess.
Cast and Desk. We'll talk. Cast and Desk. And we'll talk about what we've got. 1600 is not bad. Like 1600 means you're winning more than you're losing, which is good. I also Zubat, thank you for the follow. It's just like when you see like the people who win regionals and stuff, they usually play their numbers are usually about 18 to 1900. Seems about right. What? All right, let's update the standings. Yeah, we won't know. We'll hold off until we know who wins this match, the finals match. I don't like leaving before that's done.
Yeah, of course not.
I mean, we could sit here and talk about it.
I do a Swiss only tournament. I commentate a Swiss only tournament every other week. That's the Holland Locals. That's a Ruby Sapphire through Power Keepers retro tournament. And for those two, even if all the matches I was going to stream are over, I'm still going to stick around, keep talking until all's said and done.
Yeah, like once I know I have like a champion, and like say the last people playing are 3-2, then
even 3-2 deserves resolution of their story, right?
Yeah. Well, it also depends on what they're playing. Like sometimes it's like sit here, it's like it's late, I'm ready to go to bed, call it. But it all depends. Like I don't let so many matches finish so quickly, and if we look at the pairings, only one of them was possibly no show. I can actually look, but I'm not going to show it publicly. Go Pack, Go MX was Nope. They played.
Cash, that was brutal with the double impotent prize. I'm so sorry that he had to deal with that. That was just rough.
Yeah, we're just now waiting on one match, and it's the finals. The final match we weren't able to. But everyone else is done. Except for the one match I thought would be done the quickest. But yeah, double imp prize. Man, that's the kind of stuff you don't want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just, I mean, sometimes the game just says no. You know, I am a strong like enthusiast of the prize card mechanic as it is, but sometimes it's just rough.
You know, I've been fine with prizes. I remember when I played, when I first started playing, and they introduced like attachments, like tools. I was like, nobody wants tools. But that was also like, I was like 13, 14. I was a little older than that, but not that old.
That was a long time ago. Tools came out in, I think, Gym Heroes.
I want to say. What's the secret sauce from going from 1600 to 1800? Lots of play. The highest I've reached is 1780. The lowest I've been was actually like 2 weeks ago. I was at 1390. And now I'm back to almost 1600. It has been a grind. And I don't know how bad my play got to get that bad, but it got bad. And I still haven't figured it out. But I've grinded myself back up. And it sucks that it resets all the time. Because I can't tell if it was, well, it gives me an idea that I did do bad, but I wouldn't know like overall of like how good it would have been. SleepyCat0, thank you for the follow. And we are finished.
All right.
Let's find out who the winner is here in a second. Felipe Oliveira with Gardevoir doing what Gardevoir does best, and that is win.
You almost said it, but with that Mega Gardevoir.
Yeah, the Mega Gardevoir in there. That's like, it's a very interesting, not very interesting deck. It's very interesting that people are bringing it in. Like Mega was not Arduino, Rock Lady. Nancy, thank you. I was thinking Carbink.
They're like related in the lore somehow, I think.
They are. I actually know how. Carbink is like if it was normally like how the pressure for the diamond. Diancie is if it has like more pressure, it turns it pink and becomes more powerful. So it's so that's the lore reason. But once that's out, it'll be the Mega of choice for Gardevoir.
Yeah, Gardevoir just keeps on winning.
What's my deck of choice right now is I've been playing a lot of Charizard Pidgeot, but I also play Gardevoir.
Can I answer that as well?
Yeah.
So I currently am a fan of good old Dragapult Dusknoir, and I also like Gardevoir Jellicent a lot.
Which Dragapult Dusknoir is a lot of like planning your attacks out in advance, but if they're good enough, as we're seeing with SleepyCat0's list, you win. That's just what you do.
You know, Dragapult Dusknoir is an interesting deck because it's kind of got like an inherent amount of kind of awkwardness built into it. Like, okay, it's a deck that runs multiple different stage 2 lines, but it also runs Latias EX because you kind of have to. Because, like, you know, other stage 2 decks have built-in mobility. Dragapult doesn't. Dragapult's awkward. You usually have to do a double manual attachments powered up. It doesn't have Gardevoir's ability. Doesn't have Charizard's ability. So it's like there's a lot of awkward things inherent to Dragapult. But the flip side of that is that Recon Directive is an incredible ability, Phantom Dive is an incredible attack, and you just get to like you have lots of different ways to play the game. You can sometimes rush the prizes. You can sometimes set up a massive swing and do a big like full sweep of the board. So it's I enjoy the variety that the deck presents in like ways to win.
Yeah. I would definitely say that is. Oh, dang it. I just realized ads just hit and we're getting ready to call it a night.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll talk a little bit longer, and then after the ad's done, then we'll start wrapping things up. I'm surprised Greninja did do 5-1, 5-1 though. I don't know if it just all went their way in most of the games.
Well, I have to guess. I don't know exactly what their trajectory was in the tournament, but I have to guess if you're playing Greninja EX and you hit like if Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan's popular, you're gonna have a good tournament.
Yeah, they dodged all the Gardevoirs. There wasn't a lot, but the fact that they still dodged Gardevoir, absolutely huge, because the Gardevoir's just going to eat that Greninja up. They get one of them out there, the Gardevoir, and it's like, oh no, I'm getting blown up, and I can't.
Well, the flip side is though, this Greninja deck has the potential to be fast, and sometimes you can just like barrage Gardevoir's legs out from under them.
That's true.
This deck has this deck has 4 rare candy plus Grand Tree. Like, you could sometimes just turn 1, hey, there's a Froakie with an energy. Turn 2, just get ready, here we go, and just pop off. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if this deck could steal some games against Gardevoir.
Yeah.
Despite the weakness.
Zubat asking, how does Pult feel with Psyduck out there? This has been the tech. You can put Mischievous Klefki is pretty good. It does shut down your own Latias if you're playing it, but also Joust to knock off Pokemon tools works pretty well too. Unless they have Mr. Energy on. I learned that the hard way recently. I totally forgot they had Mr. Energy on. I was like, why did it not knock off? That should have been KO. That's why.
Yeah. Mist Energy comes for all of us. In Retro Pokemon, there's a card that has that same effect. It's Unknown G, which is a Pokemon. If the card is before your time, I don't know exactly when your time was, but Unknown G is a Pokemon. You bench it, but it has a power that turns itself into a tool and attaches itself to one of your Pokemon. And when it's attached to your Pokemon, it's the same Mist Energy effect, just unaffected by effects of attacks, and it'll get you sometimes.
There was a Klefki like that too. From it was a
the Steam Siege Klefki, I think. It
was used as some Garbodor decks, Wonderlock, and it was Steam Siege. Good call. It has also one of the longest text boxes you'll see in the game.
Yes, it does. Yeah, Wonderlock was cool.
You would use it as in Garbodor decks, so certain ones with like Zoroark. You'd use it. And it would shut off all the abilities after you'd done all your trades and everything. And then your opponent would be shut off for a turn, and then you discard it, and then you'd be back. And when I played that in a regional, I matched up in the mirror round 1. We both were playing Zoroark Garbodor with Klefki. And it was expanded as well. I was like, oh my gosh. I might still have this card.
Yeah, and that card was also popular in Vespiquen decks for a little bit.
Yes. Man, I think that this era, like the early Sumo era, even up to like Lost Thunders, like it's just some of my favorites.
My 2 favorite recent formats were, I say recent meaning like the last like 10 years, but I really liked Worlds 2018, which was Breakthrough through Celestial Storm. I thought that format was tremendous.
I would actually agree with you. That's one of my favorite formats.
I also really liked Battle Styles through Paldean Fates, which was 2024, just before rotation. I loved that format. I thought it was such a good time to be playing Pokemon.
So yeah, because that was when Robin won, right?
2018 was when Robin won. Yep, with Zoroark Garbodor.
Which I'm bringing that list up because I just want to see it. Kartana GX.
Now that list did not run the Klefki.
No, but at the time it ran 3 Field Blowers and Field Blower.
Right. Well, the idea really the idea really was just like You know what? If I set up Garbotoxin, I am getting so much more advantage out of having Garbotoxin than I would out of trade, and I'm fine just not relying on trade at all.
Yeah. Like trade's broken. It's always good. It's just like it works so much better there. Pikarom ADP. That's a format to get into.
You know, I liked a lot of the Mega Evolution era. I'm sorry, the tag team era. I just didn't like. I didn't like the early Sword and Shield era.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, I didn't really like when ADP showed up and there was like Keldeo with it.
Yeah, I like that deck a lot. I was a big fan of that deck.
I won't lie. Like, I have a special place in my heart for ADPZ only because I did well playing with it.
Oh, look, I won't rain on your parade. I'll bite my tongue.
I know there's problems with the deck, and there's a lot of stuff with it. It's just when you get one of your first big results with it. Oh, when I took 14th out of the first Limitless tournaments, online tournaments, I was like, oh my god, like this deck can do so well. And then I did well with Dragapult VMAX. Like both those decks kind of like go into my heart, but also at the same time, I know how ucky and like a problematic and other stuff they were. So I'm like,
I was a big fan of Dragapult VMAX. That's a cool card.
It very, very much was.
Probably part of why I like Dragapult EX so much. Although the other card is I love Recon Directive.
Recon Directive is, oh, do you remember when it was Airmail?
I sure do.
Yes.
I played Pidgeotto Control so much.
My locals at that time, it was either you were playing Blacephalon or you were playing Pidgeotto Control. That was it.
My goodness.
It was every matchup, it was that. So I match up, oh, Blacephalon Mirror. Oh, playing Pidgeotto Control. That was it in the whole area. It was a little bit weird, but that was it. But locals are like that.
I had a stretch where I was just tearing up the ladder on TCGO with Pidgeotto Control. I just had so many games where I was like, wow, I can't win this game. And then I found the out and I played to it and I won, and I just felt like I just had like the world in the palm of my hands for that deck.
So often Garbodor. Oh, Seismitoad EX. I hated that card. I definitely hated that card.
Oh, not my child. Don't be mean to my child.
I didn't get run into it. I didn't run into it until I started playing Expanded at that time. And then I found out really how bad item block can be. I was like, oh no. And then when
I'm gonna be completely honest. I think that a lot of the Toad formats were really good formats. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no worry. I'm looking at some of these 2018 decks. I remember I was like, oh, right. And there was like Banette GX.
You know what I liked? My baby? My baby was Zor Golisopod. If you're looking at the world standings, look at Brian Miller's top 8 list, because that list is a masterpiece, a work of art.
Honestly, I think I probably played that list because I played a lot of Golisopod. Like to the point I went and bought all the shiny version, the full art version, the rainbow version, so I could have a nice little set of it. I was looking at it right now, and I think I did play that list.
I'm a big Golisopod enjoyer. I love the simplicity of Golisopod Zoroark, but like you're not really one-shotting anything. You just have these very efficient attackers with high HP, and you just take advantage of such a great like collection of tech supporters to help you out. Oh, Sighting Snake, you love Volcanion EX? I played Volcanion EX at the very last regional I played in, which that ages me more than anything, I think, because that was a long time ago.
That is. But with that, we'll just get ready to call it a night because I do need to go to sleep. I will be up here in like 5 hours. I know it. So I'm trying to get enough sleep. So with that, Shiny Espeon, any last minute promotion?
Yes, actually, I am going to go ahead and say, well, first off, thank you so much for having me, Doom.
No problem.
I have been your co-caster, Kara, aka Shining Espeon. I mostly do retro Pokemon streaming, and I do standard commentary. Please go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter. I'm going to drop my Twitter in the chat so you can look me up. I'm at Shining Espeon at 3Bear, and I'm going to be announcing a big retro Pokemon tournament with a nice little prize pool that I'm putting on in the next few weeks. So it's going to be in the next few weeks. I'm announcing it this week. So make sure you're following me to get that announcement. It's free to enter. Actual cash prize pool. Y'all should get in on it.
Sounds good. And with that, I am Senior Doom, tournament organizer, professional illustrator, and man with a very problematic black cat. Just kept turning things off tonight.
She's perfect.
She's perfect. Perfect. I will be back on Friday. Who is with me on Friday? Eric Ridgway from the beach. No, you're next week with Frodo. Eric Ridgway from the Beach Court Pod will be on with me, and we'll have another tournament set up. We'll have lots of fun, and maybe, just maybe, Gardevoir won't win. I don't know. It's a little bit harder when you have more people. So we'll have to see how that goes. With that, I'm going to send everyone off here to Paparazzi. It looks like he has his anniversary going on. He's playing games with his wife. He's a friend of the channel. And his wife is beating him right now 2-1 from what it looks like. Either he's throwing...
Show some love.
Yeah, that's some love right there. So again, have fun with it. Have fun with him. And I will hopefully see you Friday.